Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to overlay text to a live video recording using CameraX in native Android application with Media3 effects. So let's get started. So first I'll show you guys the output. So I'm mirroring my device, so the output might be a little bit laggy. So I'll just give the camera permission first, then I'll give the record audio permission second. Then here you can see so I can just click on the start button and the overlay text is still there. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. And I can just click on stop. So the video has been recorded. It also displays a toast message to where the video was saved. Now you can just go to your files app to see where the video was saved. And if I just play the video, here you can see. So yeah, that's what this video is all about. So let's see how to do this. So first I'm using XML project or empty views activity, but if you want you can use Jetpack Compose as well. So it's up to you what you want to use. So first you'll have to go to build.gradle.kts. Here you will need to add libs Android X camera core, camera 2, camera lifecycle, camera video, then the camera view, Media3 effect, as well as this libs Media3 effect. Now we are using version catalog, so the version number has been written inside libs.versions.toml. So first here you need to add camera core, camera 2, camera lifecycle. Then here Media3 effect is still in alpha at the time of me recording this video, and this is the Android X Media3 effect, which is stable. Now next you need to also add this Android X camera lifecycle, Android X camera 2, Android X camera core, Android X camera view, and Android X camera video. And here you need to add Android X Media3 effect as well as Media3 effect. Then you will see a sync now button. Just click on that sync now button and it will download the dependencies for you. Then you need to go to manifest, Android manifest.xml, and here you need to add this uses feature of camera. Then add the camera permission, record audio permission, as well as write external storage permission. Then you need to go to res layout activity underscore main, and here you need to add this preview view and constrain it to all sides of the screen so that it occupies the entire width and height. Then here we have this button where we pass the id some text, constrain it to the bottom of the screen. Then we just go to Kotlin plus Java, and here we go to main activity. So these are all the imports which I have. So yeah, simply pause the video and just copy all these imports which I have. So again I'll simply scroll through this video. Again I'll just remove this unnecessary imports. Then here we have this @unstable API annotation. If you want you can just comment this out, but here you can see you suddenly get a lot of these errors. Now some of you might be wondering that okay, we are using this alpha version of Media3 effect, but that's why we are getting. Actually no, all this APIs of overlaying text comes from this Media3 effect, which is stable. But this is one of the quirks of Android development. Even though the API is stable, the library is stable, the APIs are a bit unstable. That's why I have to use this @unstable API. But hopefully by the time you watch it they fix it. Then here we have this video capture of recorder. Here is our recording as well. Then here we have our camera executor service. Here is our preview view, and here is our button as well. Then we use this register for activity result for requesting multiple permissions. By default this value is true. Then we just loop over all these permissions, and if it is any of this is false, we make this value as false, and if this is false we just display a toast message. Else we start our camera. Then inside on create we just initialize our viewfinder as well as our button, and if all permissions are granted we start our camera, else we request permission. Then button dot set on click listener, we just do capture video. If you see capture video, if video capture is not equal to null, then we just set button dot is enabled equal to false. We assign our recording to this variable, and if this current recording is not equal to null, we just stop it, we make it as null. Then we define a simple date format as well. Then we use content values dot apply. We pass the display name, mime type. If Android version greater than p, we also set the relative path. Then here we just pass our media store output options. Here we pass our external content URI as well. Then we just do video capture dot output, prepare our recording. If audio permission has been granted, we just pass with audio enabled. Then here we pass we start our recording, and if the recording has been started we just change the text of our button as well as is unable to true. And inside finalize, if there is no error we just display a toast message. Then we just close our recording, we make it as null, and we change the button text as well as is unable to true. Then here is our start camera, where we just get hold of our process camera provider dot get instance. We provide camera provider future dot add listener, camera provider future dot get. Here is our preview view as well. Then here we use recorder dot builder, set the quality selector as well. Then here we get hold of our default back camera. Then we do use case group dot builder, pass our preview use case as well as video capture. Then here we define our media 3 effect as well. Then here we have to use this immutable list dot builder. Make sure you use the right import for effect, because there are multiple imports for this effect. That's why I've just written it like this. Then we call this particular method, which I will show you shortly. We add the effects to this particular effects list. Then we pass the effects dot build to our media 3 effect dot set effects. Then we do use case group builder dot add effect media 3 effect. Then we unbind our camera provider, we bind it to the life cycle. Then here is our method called request permission, and then we have another method just to check whether the permissions was granted or not. Then inside on desktop we just do camera executor dot shutdown, and here we have a companion object where we pass the file name format, and here we pass camera as well as record audio permission, and if it is less than equal to $p we also pass the write external storage permission. Then here I have one method called create overlay effect from bundle, where we pass immutable list dot builder, passing our texture overlay. Then here we just do static overlay settings dot builder. Here I have just changed the rotation degree because I don't know, it was coming in the wrong degree rotation. That's why alpha scale as 1. Here I just pass build. This is the text which I'm displaying, so you can change it to whatever you feel like. Then we just do overlay text dot set span, and we just pass our foreground span to this, so you can change this color to whatever you feel like. And this is the size, so this is how you set the size to your text as well. Again, you can change it to whatever you feel like. Then we just do texture or text overlay dot create static text overlay, passing our overlay text as well as overlay settings. Add our text overlay to our overlays builder. Then we just build our overlays, and if it is empty we return null, else we return overlay effect, passing our overlays. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.